Gravitas, co-presented by Skoda. Kushaq, choose what really matters.
Today's BRICS meet could be the start of something bigger, a possible alliance against the Taliban. And taking the lead are India and Russia. Moscow has dispatched its top security official to New Delhi, National Security Advisor Nikolay Patrushev. He had a flurry of meetings, first with India's NSA Ajit Doval and then with Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar. This is a big development for India. Until now, New Delhi has been focused on evacuations. The security implications could wait. Now, this visit by the Russian NSA changes all of that. It was the first extensive review of the Afghan situation. All key departments were involved, including the External Affairs Ministry, the Defense Ministry, and intelligence agencies. The discussions went well, we are told. Russia and India are on the same page on almost all major issues. Number one, the Taliban must adhere to its promises of inclusivity. Number two, containing the terror threat from Afghanistan. And number three, curbing arms smuggling from across Afghan borders. The fourth point, tackling the drug menace, stopping Afghanistan from becoming a hub of opium. All these issues relate to regional stability. Both India and Russia remember enough of the first Taliban regime. In Central Asia, there was instability. In South Asia, there were terror havens. Preventing a repeat is top priority. Russia's big worry is Central Asia, a region with around half a dozen Islamic republics. These countries practice a different kind of Islam, not the hardcore version of the Taliban. You could call it a Soviet hangover. Russia fears the Taliban will try to export its radical vision to Central Asia, and they're not alone. Both Pakistan and Turkey are also looking to make inroads. So Russia has allied with India. Both countries will work together to insulate Central Asia from radicalization. How will that work? Russia is holding military drills in Central Asia. The idea is to beef up border security to prevent violence from spilling over. Where does India feature in this operation? Reports say New Delhi and Moscow will step up bilateral security coordination. We are talking about intelligence sharing, mutual consultation, exchange of information. India will also step up its relations with Central Asian republics. This could become a strong alliance of countries surrounding Afghanistan. But the terror threat is not just the north. The big problem is Pakistan's continued support for the Taliban. India raised this issue with the Russian delegation. It also highlighted Pakistan's links with Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Toiba. India and Russia face the same challenges. Only the theaters are different. One is Central Asia, the other is South Asia. Russia does have considerable leverage over the Taliban. The question is, how will it use that leverage? When Kabul fell, Moscow was upbeat. The Americans were finally out. But in the last few days, that excitement has fizzled out. Moscow realizes that the Taliban has not really changed. They will expand their radical agenda, maybe not today, but once they are settled in power. This strategic convergence is good news then. India and Russia have clearly defined goals in Afghanistan: peace, stability, and order. And to achieve this, they're planning to coordinate their approach at multilateral forums like the United Nations Security Council, for instance. Russia is a permanent member, and India will be on the council for 2 years. They can coordinate on important decisions like sanctioning Taliban leaders, trade embargoes, other punitive actions. This is not the first time that India and Russia are working together on Afghanistan. They did it from 1996 to 2001. They couldn't topple the Taliban, but they kept the Northern Alliance alive and strong. Strong enough to recapture Kabul after 9/11. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.
Gravitas, co-presented by Skoda. Kushaq, choose what really matters.